And we are live on YouTube.
Are we live on YouTube? Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the Angel and Tina Morning Show. We're so excited to have you here with us today. Hey, Tina, how you doing?
Good morning. So we had a little bit of technical difficulties today. I think there's something in the stars or something like that because my computer started going wacko last night, tried to update, and now it's like almost dead.
Hold on. I have to mute this. Okay.
I was like, what? I don't hear nothing. So now my computer's like almost dead. So I got to do the Apple thing. And now this morning we couldn't get on Facebook Live. So we are coming to you live from YouTube.
Okay. So what'd you do to your computer, Tina?
So it was trying to update some software thing. You know, I'm not a tech
software
person.
thing.
I'm not a tech person. So I was trying to update the software to Sierra or Cupcake or whatever the hell it was. And it said it couldn't install. So I was like, okay. And it said nothing. I was like, well, put it back to where it was then. If it can't install, put it back to where it was. And it's not doing it. So I don't know what's going on. So if you're an IT geek, please help me.
Well, that is the scariest thing when your computer isn't working, right? And you can't get it to fly. Well, we have our fabulous guests in the studio with us today. Vanessa, how are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. I can totally relate to what Tina's going through with her computer. Mine just crashed last week.
Oh my gosh. Did you lose anything?
No, well, hopefully not.
Right? Do you think it's something with the stars? Because, you know, they're like, oh, it's Mercury and whatever, and your technology is not going to work. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, who knows?
Infamous Steve Schulz in the house.
What's up, you guys?
Hey, Steve?
Are you still sweating?
It's not the stars, it's Apple.
It is.
It is. I updated my phone last night. I woke up and I'm like, turn my phone on. So right? I think they build in obsolescence, just so you guys know that. So.
I think they do. And I used to work for Verizon. So every 2 or 3 years or so, everybody's phone would just completely die.
I know.
And I'm like, well, it's time for the upgrade. And they're like, what? It was working fine.
Yeah, it's a great marketing ploy. It does wonders for sales.
Well, let's see. We haven't got a lot of sales. Let's turn off all of these phones.
But it's good to be here with you guys. Thank you for inviting me.
Welcome. So, Steve, you look a little flushed.
Stop it.
What have you been doing, Steve? What have you been doing?
I was running from the gym this morning. My racquetball match went a little bit long, and you can't stop. You can't go, oh, okay, you just win. So we had to finish it out, and I raced home, jumped in the shower, and got here today. And
just in the lick of time.
Got here 2 minutes before game time. Let's go.
It's like, what's the problem? What's the problem?
As he's sweating to death.
Yeah. And my first question to the girls was, what are we doing?
We're waiting for you.
Tina, I like the big eyeballs that you have behind you on your left and your right. Those big, huge eyeballs.
Well,
yeah.
Nobody said they look like eyeballs. You're the one.
Eyeballs.
Could be flowers.
They're they're big eyeballs.
They're flowers. You're the only person who has ever said that they were.
But you know, now that he says it,
now he looks like eyeballs.
They do almost, and with like lashes on, like
lashes.
Yeah. Especially the white one.
Yeah, it does, right? And it's, you know how people have all those like colors and stuff in their iris, right? They do look like little eyeballs.
Yeah.
Do you have lashes on your headlights on your car too, Tina?
I do not. However, my kids have all said, Mom, that would be you, because I'm so high maintenance. And I mean, I have my eyelashes here, but I am not that person with the lashes on their car.
Yeah.
No.
Have you seen those, Steve? Have you seen the people who put the lashes on their headlights on their cars?
We don't have those people in Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. She almost lost her coffee.
However, I do. So you're gonna really laugh. I do have a blinged out steering wheel.
Blinged out, like crystals, like sparkly.
Completely Swarovski crystal blinged out steering wheel.
And that's not uncomfortable to hold?
It's probably actually kind of fun to play with while you're driving.
And it makes me like, every time I get in my car, I'm like, oh, I love it.
It doesn't like reflect back into like, or it doesn't make like a disco ball inside the car.
It does not.
Because you know when you've got like a watch or something that reflects, like it's
Yeah,
like a
it
disco
doesn't.
ball.
It doesn't. That's kind of weird because it doesn't do that.
I would love to have a disco ball inside my car because you know I have my
Well,
disco
you have
ball.
a
right
disco
here.
ball with you everywhere.
Oh my
you go.
gosh, she pulls out a disco ball.
She's like, what do I have? What do I have? Well, and we also have our mics.
Oh.
We have our,
Oh,
our
wow.
mics here.
Wow.
These are our girl band mics. So I made sure that mine is out and showing.
Well, we were interviewing Susie Carter last week, and we were talking about having a prop for a microphone. I needed a prop, and she's like, "You have to order this one. It has this speaker on it, so it amplifies your voice. So when you're speaking, like
she
in
was
a
like,
crowd,
and they have this really pretty rose gold, and it will match everything that you do. And I'm like, so she sent me the link. There's like 25 different colors. And
Yeah, I was
so
supposed to order the hot pink one."
Angel goes, guess what I got in the mail today? I said, guess what I got in the mail today? And we both go like this. I was like, how come you didn't get the hot pink one?
That's
Tina and I have all this matching stuff. We showed up at an online pajama party one time, and we were wearing the same pajamas.
The same Victoria's Secret pink and white striped silk pajamas.
Like out of all the pajamas in the world, right? We ended up in the same one. So,
Like, Ryan?
Steve, are you wearing pants today? I just want to know if you're wearing the Zoom outfit, the traditional garb of gentlemen on Zoom.
No, everybody watching this right now, the only reason that Angel is asking that question is because I already told her that I ran in, took a shower, zipped over here, and I'm not wearing pants. I said that, but I actually am wearing pants, just so you know.
Well, we need to see. Can you
Prove
say
it.
I knew you were going to say that. I have shorts on, not pants.
boxer shorts?
No, like khaki shorts, like shorts. I can walk. I could go to the store right now. I could stand up and go to the
Crying
store.
over here. I'm
Uh-huh.
crying. You guys have got me all teared up.
All right.
Well, that's okay, Steve. It's okay if you are not wearing official pants. Like that would be actually a little overdressed for what we're doing.
Well, we had a guest on our show who wasn't wearing pants. He was wearing boxer shorts, and we were like, huh. And that was when everybody started getting caught wearing no pants,
Yep.
and we were like,
Yeah.
huh. So
No,
Angel
it's-
and I don't wear regular
We don't-
pants either.
We don't wear pants either, right? Like we are.
He's like, wait, what?
Pajama bottoms and things like that. It's cool. No problem.
Yeah,
we wear yoga
leggings
pants. We
and
wear our
sweats and yoga pants.
we wear our day yoga pants.
Yeah,
Because
day
either there's
jammies.
day yoga pants and then there's nighttime yoga pants.
I did leave the house yesterday, Tina. I have been a mole, an absolute mole
Like
during
18 months.
during the last couple of months. I went out. I actually went out twice. Went out, had coffee with a friend. Turns out, not allowed to sit on the patio at Starbucks and have a cup of coffee.
Did you wear those?
I was wearing clothes. I wore a dress. I didn't actually even try to wear pants though.
Did you
Right.
wear heels?
I wear sandals, flat sandals, which I did trip. I like because I'm not used to wearing shoes because I've been barefoot for this whole time. Yeah, I looked pretty klutzy. And then my mother-in-law turned 80 yesterday.
Oh wow.
So we went over and had birthday cake with my mother-in-law and a couple family members. My father-in-law was so sad that he couldn't throw her a big party, right? Because it was 80. But they did do one of those birthday parades.
Oh no.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, so she had a birthday parade early in the day. But I put on a sundress, real clothes, but still no waistband.
Well, you did put on jeans the other day. Vanessa, are you wearing like real clothes? Or are you wearing like yoga pants and stretch pants? She's like, I'm not wearing pants either.
I was like, what am I wearing? No, I have real clothes on today. I have real clothes on.
I'm
Man.
impressed. It's not. I don't want you to think that we're making fun of you. We're truly impressed when people show up with clothes
Well,
on.
I say real clothes, like my pants are very comfortable. They're not like work clothes, right? But They're cotton pants. They're comfortable. They're
Okay.
summer pants. They're
They're
summer
summer pants.
Like linen pants.
I did have to do the show in my jammy pants on Monday. Was it Monday? Because I had gotten a sunburn. I sat outside talking on the phone and I got a sunburn on the tops of my thighs. So I had to wear like my linen, like my cotton pajama pants because my leggings were.
Are you still hurting?
They are still pretty pink. They are still pretty pink. I did a doozy on it. I just sat there hour and a half and sat in the sun, and it's just the tops, like the very tops of my thighs. And so they're getting better though.
Well, Vanessa asked me yesterday, is this a video and audio? And I was like, yeah. She's like, okay, well then I'll shower. And I was like, you're just like us.
Well, you caught her on a good day because she only does it once a week.
Vanessa, do you need to go take another shower to get off the bus tracks that he just threw you underneath?
Seriously, I know. Let me get that off my shoulder. No, it was funny because I do some morning phone calls and things like that. And when people say it's a phone call, I'm like, oh, I got this. No big deal. Hair in a ponytail, no makeup, no big deal. And then when you said it was a Zoom, I was like, oh, I'll shower.
Yesterday afternoon, I had gone, I have a Peloton. So I went and I worked out and I was getting ready to go to my mother-in-law's house. And Tina says, hey, we need you on this Zoom. I'm like, okay. So I come in and no camera. And I'm like, you don't get camera. Like I will be here, but.
And she always tells us to always be #media ready. Like if anybody says, hey, jump on a Zoom with me, or hey, jump on the radio show with me, you always have to be ready. And I was
not. I was a sweaty
not
mess.
I can feel you. I know what you're saying. I understand.
And Steve was there, right? But I'm impressed that you could hop in the shower and hop on Zoom like in record time.
It was like 8 minutes.
It
was like 8 minutes. It's
Vanessa, did it only take you 8 minutes
to get ready this morning?
Yeah.
It took me 22 minutes.
You timed it?
Well, no, I'm thinking like, how long did it take? So it was 22 minutes from, yeah, I'm pretty quick when I get myself in gear. It's the getting myself in gear part that takes
an hour, 47 minutes to get ready. Good in 22.
Yeah. Then I can do it in 22 minutes. No, I pride myself on being able to get ready as fast as a man can.
That you should win like a record for that. There should be an award for that.
I think there should be like
because think of all the extra things that you did this morning that Steve did not.
I even shaved this morning.
So did I.
And she has more to shave.
I did my legs.
Both of them.
Both legs. I got 2.
What do you got, Steve?
Yeah. You got this little face.
This conversation needs to pivot.
Okay, well, so when we started the show, Steve, we started right at, when everybody was kind of all shutting down and going back, and we thought, let's do this morning show because not only were a lot of events being canceled and speakers weren't out doing events, we weren't hosting events, but also the audience, like the people who were attending events weren't having access to all the people that they thought they would have access to, the networking and the teaching and all of that. So we started doing this morning talk show, unscripted, just fun, the bright start to the morning. Thought we would do it for 2 or 3 weeks. We have now launched into we're doing
it all the time.
And now we're syndicated. We're streaming on all these digital streaming channels. We have Zondra TV Network is our sponsor. We have a clothing sponsor. We're getting other sponsors who want to be a part of it. It has just kind of gone and spiraled, but the benefit of it is that bright start to the morning to get to know people like just on a little bit more informal basis than we usually see and hear about on stage. But just for you, Steve, we will pivot.
to show people that we're real. We're all at home. We are still pivoting our business. Even during this quarantine time, you can still do whatever it is that you want to do and pivot your business, pivot your life, just like we all did, right? Except for Steve, he still.
Well, and to be honest with you, I mean, I've been a entrepreneur for 30 years, you know, and I've basically worked from home for 30 years, and nothing has changed for me. I mean, literally nothing has changed except the fact that I don't get in airplanes and go do live events. But we're doing Zoom events and Blue Jeans events. I don't know if you guys have ever used the Blue Jeans platform, but we had 4,000 people on an event on May 2nd. Zoom can't handle 4,000 people. Sorry, Zoom, if you're watching right now. But Zoom is good for this and smaller groups, but Blue Jeans is a much better platform. But no, things are exactly the same for us, for me and my group and everything that I've done. I don't miss the airplane travel. I'll tell you that. I do not miss it.
We don't either. Angel was supposed to go to Vegas last week, and she was like, "You want to come with me?" And I'm like, "No." And she goes, "I'm gonna go." And then that morning, she's like, "I'm not going."
I know. The morning of, I canceled. I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not."
Angel, was it a work related event? Were you going there for a meeting or something?
Yeah, it was a small group, and it was a small group. It was to learn how to speak from stage event,
Really?
and they had like 12 people, and I was going to go and be a speaker at that event. And yeah, it was Tuesday morning. I woke up just like, stressed about it. I'm like, you know what? I am not ready. I'm not ready to go out. I don't need that. I can do this. I can do this and be comfortable. I've turned into an absolute mole. I have been teasing about that all week, and I recognize that. I went out yesterday twice.
Yeah. No, I mean, I've been going out. I mean, I've had no trouble, you know, I go to the post office, the bank, the YMCA just opened for me here. So I have no trouble going. I haven't been to a restaurant yet. V, have you been out to a restaurant?
No, we just got takeout the other day for the first time. We got takeout. There's a restaurant nearby that does these amazing like street tacos, but they also do an amazing margarita.
To go margaritas?
Yes.
Yeah, baby.
And they gave it to us in a big, what are those? Mason jar.
Oh,
Yeah.
Fun. Oh, how absolutely fun.
Go to San Diego.
Yeah, we've done delivery. I can pretty much have anything I want delivered to the house, and then my husband goes out and gets stuff. But no, I haven't been out. I haven't traveled. I haven't.
But Angel, tell me why though. Are you afraid to go out?
I've gotten myself in this little comfort routine.
Yeah.
And it works. And
so why, right? That's how I feel like, why? Why go out?
Traveling so much. Angel and I were like traveling on all these stages so much. And then we stopped and we're like, oh, thank God. But then we're like,
well, at first I was freaking out, right?
Yeah.
At first I'm freaking out because now what are we going to do? And the, the industry, how is it going to recover? And how are we going to, right? All of this. And then we pivoted and I'm like, well, look at us. Like I just hosted a 3-day event last week. We've hosted these virtual summits. We're getting ready to host our 5th one in a couple of weeks. Right? This is like my command central. And I'm just like, okay, just bring me what I need.
Right. But and also we've been on over 40 stages in the last 3 months between podcasts, radio shows, and actual virtual stages that we're speaking out in front of thousands of people. I just spoke on a stage with Jack Canfield this weekend.
Nice.
Brown and Kevin Harrington, and there was over 4,000 people on those stages. You would have never been able to see that.
No. Yeah, it's been crazy. So I've just gotten myself in this routine. Steve, I'm a very routine kind of girl. And so I'm like, oh, I get up, I do this.
She's a calendar girl too. She's a
I think most people are. I think when people are thrown out of their routine, they get a little frazzled. But as humans, it's pretty easy to get into a new routine. We're all pretty adaptable.
Yeah. And I think that's what we did. We got into this new routine where we don't leave. We're not traveling. We're doing all these Zoom calls. We're doing the morning show. We're doing the virtual events. And now we're like, okay, well, I like it now. No, I don't want to.
Right.
I do have my first event is scheduled in Tampa in the middle of July. I've got another one in Vegas in July. So we'll see. They're starting to get back on the
Yeah.
calendar. So
Vanessa, you're doing an event coming up in a couple months, aren't you?
I'm not going anywhere until the end of August. I'm
August.
just sitting tight till the end of August.
Okay.
And I'm even nervous about that.
And it's 2 months away or 3 months away.
yeah,
It's
I'm just not
still
even
a
sure
month.
like who wants to come to an actual live event and have to be social distancing
have-
and have
and
your
have to
temperature
be like
checked and
this
wear
the
a
whole
mask.
time.
I know,
Yeah.
I know. Look at her blinged mask. Of course she has a blinged mask.
Playing.
This is my blink. This is how my steering wheel looks. But yeah, this is how you're gonna have to be all the time. So how
Yeah.
stupid does that look?
I know. I'm not looking forward to it. Okay, well, I'm gonna introduce our guests today. I'm gonna read your bio a little. I'm gonna read some of your bio, Vanessa, because is that all right if I just shorten this a little bit?
I would love you to
It's
shorten it.
long.
Like
Thank you.
I would love it.
Yeah, so Vanessa Hunter is the founder and CEO of, oh, hold on. It's kind of little. I don't have my, okay, so sorry, I apologize. The founder and CEO of the Brand Muse Creative Marketing, with over 25 years experience in the network marketing profession, including consumer product development, operations, sales, marketing, field leadership, and strategic business development. Vanessa is particularly passionate about supporting those striving to reach their potential. Her dynamic experiences serve both individuals who are looking for training, mentorship, and an accountability partner. She's a strong believer in community service, and she and her husband have 2 adult daughters. She's been called passionate, a deep thinker, an achiever, and among other flattering monikers. Her specialties are strategic marketing, compensation plan design, implementation, network marketing, training, photography, creative direction, compliance, and best practices. And that's only like this much of her bio. Vanessa, we're so excited you're here today.
I love it. I love it.
I can't even believe you're my friend.
I
And she wears pants.
and I wear pants. I shave.
Shaves more than you do.
Vanessa is she's a rock star, you guys. I've had the pleasure of knowing her for many years, and she's done amazing things with a lot of people. So it's
You
it's
want
a
to know a
blast.
funny story? When I first met you guys, I thought you guys were married.
I know, because we fight like that.
But you banter like that. Like on stage, you guys banter like you guys are husband and wife. It's so funny.
Yeah.
But she didn't mention her newest hobby on there.
Which is strawberry growing.
Steve knows.
Am I right?
I'm like looking through to go, well, what did I miss? What did I miss?
I
And
know.
I don't know if that's one of your latest hobbies, but I know that you wrote a paper or you wrote an article for, I don't know where that article is being published, but I read it the other day and I'm like, wow. I wonder,
Not me.
I'm like, wow, Vanessa got a gardener.
Oh, honey, you're gonna have to take another shower today.
So here's the thing. I don't have a green thumb. I don't even pretend to have a green.
You have a green finger.
So I can grow succulents, right? I'm really like, that's my wheelhouse. Succulents do well in my care. They're not high maintenance. I can smile at them and throw them a little water once in a while and we're all good. We have a very symbiotic relationship.
Do you
But-
have pink succulents or green ones?
I have green ones. I have one that's turning pink.
Do you? I have a girlfriend who keeps posting these pastel pinks succulents, and I'm thinking I want to find me one of those. They look so
Just took a
pretty.
Picture, as a matter of fact, of this one that's turning pink. That's so funny. Can you
That
see
is. Oh, that is so
Oh, wow,
pretty.
that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yes.
So my succulents and I have an understanding and we do well together. But as we're quarantined, I thought, you know what? People are starting to grow their own food and things. And I'm not like Farmer John, but I would like to grow some berries because good berries are hard to find. Really good, at least in my area, Southern California, a good berry is not a common thing. So I thought if I grow my own, that I can be in full control of the experience, right? Well, I planted raspberries, blackberries, and strawberries. And I will say this, it's kind of in my genes because my grandparents grew berries in England, right? So I'm from England originally. My grandparents were berry growers. That wasn't their profession, but they had tons of berries all the time. So I thought, this is in my blood. I got this. This is not a problem. And I expected strawberries to appear like that. Like I expected things to happen quickly. I am not very patient, I'll tell you that. And so I was going out there every day, like lifting up the leaves and looking for the strawberries.
And Vanessa,
And there's
what
a
is that?
whole lesson in that. There's a whole lesson in what it would take for me to actually get a strawberry. But and so I actually wrote a little story about it because it was a lesson in patience and consistency and all the things that we talk about. And the funniest part of this whole thing is I train that in network marketing all the time, right? I train this, and now it was like, it was a painful lesson.
How long does it take to get strawberries?
So how long does it take to get a strawberry, Vanessa?
It takes me about 10 minutes because I just head over to Costco. And they're right there. They're right there.
This guy. I'm gonna get you that shirt that says, "Yes, I'm this guy."
Yes, he is that guy. So apparently I was just informed by a strawberry consultant, AKA my neighbor. who-
I was like, "Wow, you have a strawberry consultant?"
my neighbor who has grown strawberries for years said I might not see strawberries for a whole year.
Oh, how disappointing.
Well,
It's
only
like bamboo. It's like bamboo, right?
yes.
Yeah, there's a whole story there, Angel.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So then I was like, well, do I give up on these strawberries or do I keep watering them every day and making sure they're happy? You guys don't understand what I put into this. They started out in this small little thing, and then I had to build a big raised planter for them because I didn't think they had enough room to grow.
Wait, you built it?
My husband and I built it.
She supervised.
No, for real, I'm kind of handy like that.
Really? The things you do not know about Vanessa Hunter.
I'm also
grower, and she is a handy woman.
Yeah.
and I'm very spontaneous about, like, if I think it needs to happen, it needs to happen like this. Like strawberries, they're too crowded. Maybe that's why I'm not getting any strawberries. So I need to build a bigger bed for them. So yeah, I have put a lot into these strawberries.
But you still don't have strawberries.
But I have the hope of strawberries.
But that's the lesson. That's the lesson. It's nurturing and doing what you have to do, you know.
So yesterday, I went out and there's the tea. I think it's a flower. I think it's a flower.
Magnifying glass. She goes, "It's there."
I was like, if I take a picture, can I blow it up on my phone and see if it's an actual flower? Yeah.
And it
The
was.
hope of strawberries.
It's a strawberry flower.
I can't wait to see all
It's
those.
like the hope of spring.
Right.
It's in there.
You guys, when I-
House.
just wait until I make strawberry shortcake and come on here eating it. You guys will be jealous.
Yeah,
We
and
will be.
strawberry margaritas.
Oh, I wouldn't waste. No.
She says, "No."
No.
I can go to Costco for those strawberries.
I can go to Costco for the strawberries I'm going to put in a margarita with a bunch of tequila. But for the strawberries that we're just going to savor with some whipped cream, that's it.
Mm.
That
I
sounds
know.
so good.
Pure.
I imagine a run on strawberries this afternoon all across America.
All because of the Angel and Tina morning show.
So Vanessa, in addition to the strawberry gardening that you have taken on, what other exciting projects have you been working on?
I've rearranged my office 5 times. That's a fact.
Aren't you glad you're friends with her now?
I saw the couch back there. I thought, wow, she's a psychiatrist now too. She's like, People laying back there,
I'm
socially
always
distanced.
on a couch in my office, but no, I felt like, so, when we, like Steve said, as entrepreneurs, our life didn't change very much, right? I've worked from home since the middle of 2017. So life it wasn't earth shattering. I just wasn't getting on planes anymore. I wasn't having face-to-face meetings, but I work alone in this office all the time. So, but I felt like my creative juices needed a little stimulation. So I rearranged my office, but
5 times.
what's that?
I said 5 times.
5 times. Because the first time it was, the first time, honestly.
Well, the first time she's looking under her leaf going, are my creative juices flowing yet?
Yeah.
Are they there yet? Not enough. They need more space. Move the furniture around again.
But it just, how like sometimes it feels like you're sitting in the right place in your office and sometimes it doesn't. And so it took me 5 times, and I have limited options. Let's just put it that way.
The fact that you could come up with 5 different configurations.
Oh yeah.
Again, I'm impressed. Like, you are creative.
No, too, Vanessa.
Yes.
No, but I will say this, after the fourth time I went into my office is actually outside my house. So I went into my house and I said to my husband, hey, can you help me move this couch? It weighs a ton. Like,
Wow.
it is the most awkward piece of furniture.
Well, it's a sofa sleeper, isn't it?
Yeah. And it is so incredibly heavy. And it's not the kind that folds out. It rolls out. It's got a trundle. So there's lots of wheels underneath there. There's a lot going on under that sofa. So I was like, hey, can you come and move this with me? And he's like, are you sure this is where you want it? And then I was like, you know what? Forget it. I'll do it myself. I do not need that kind of pressure.
I don't need that kind of negativity in my life.
I don't know if this is where I want it. That's why I need help moving it.
I'll let you know tomorrow when I ask you to move it again.
Yes. So then the next time, so that was number 4, and he begrudgingly helped me. And I had already moved it halfway across the room, but then I decided that I might have sprained something in my chest. So I went, and the 5th time I bypassed him altogether. I got my daughter to help me.
She's like, I'll show you. Like, I don't need that. I will move it. I love it.
I am woman, hear me roar, right?
Hey, just watch it. You don't even need to participate anymore. Just be a spectator.
Right?
Well, I'm going to read Steve's bio. We're going to get to know Steve a little bit more formally, and then we'll continue the fun banter with the two of you, because I'm sure you two have lots of stories. And do you guys talk very often? How often do you guys talk to each other now? Right? How often did you talk to each other last week?
Every day.
Oh, okay. So never mind. You don't need to catch up. I was thinking
gonna
maybe.
say like once a month.
Oh.
Yeah.
We talk daily.
All right. Well, Steve has been working in the networking industry for 29 plus years. So not quite 30, but 29 plus years. Or did you just stop counting at 21 birthdays?
August 8th will be 30 years.
Okay. I was thinking maybe it was like birthdays. I'm 29 plus.
Yeah.
29 and holding.
Yes. When he was first introduced to the industry, he was a full-time school teacher not making enough money to do the things he wanted to do financially. After working his business part-time, 3 to 5 hours a week for about a year, his wife left her teaching position, and a year and a half later, Steve left his. And so for almost 30 years, he's built an organization of more than 200,000 independent representatives. He's earned more than $20 million, and his mission is to mentor millionaires as he travels the world training a simple system of success. He's the author of the book, Yes, Sometimes It Is About the Money, and today he resides in Oconomowoc,
Wisconsin, right outside of Milwaukee.
Oconomowoc.
Yes.
And he actually has it phonetically here. I'm just not that good. Near the Milwaukee area, in case you were all wondering, where they don't have eyelashes on their headlights for their cars.
No, but you know what they do have here, you guys? And I was watching Expedition Unknown last night, and it was a story of the Wizard of Oz and Judy Garland's ruby slippers, and there were 4 sets of ruby slippers used in that movie, and depending on what she was walking on, the bottoms of the slippers were different. Because when she's on the yellow brick road, they had to put felt on the bottom of the slipper because they didn't want to hear any noise. So whatever. But the whole story is that one of the pairs of ruby slippers were stolen, and they're still trying to find where it is. And the Judy Garland Museum, where she was born, is in Minnesota, small town in Minnesota, which is, I can almost see it from here. But the point is that the movie The Wizard of Oz was debuted here in Oconomowoc. And every year we have the Wizard of Oz festival, and they shut down Main Street, and they literally have these stamps they put in the road, and they paint it yellow brick throughout the whole. So
when do they do that? What time of year do they do that?
In the spring, or I'm sorry, in the fall.
Oh.
In the fall.
How
But the crazy thing was, the movie was supposed to debut in Chicago, and at the very last second they said, this is going to be a flop. This is not going to go over well. So let's debut it in this little Midwestern town. Let's go up in South Central Wisconsin. Let's see what these people think of it, and the rest is history.
I love that. It's one of my favorite all-time movies.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just watched the Judy Garland there's a movie called Judy, right? That I think I just watched on an airplane right before all of this stopped.
Yep.
It was playing the other day on TV, and I was like, isn't it funny how she was like, puppies, and let alone that, I didn't know what puppies were back in the day. I was like, but maybe that's why they always seen all these different color horses, because they smoked all the puppies.
Could be. It could be. But it was pretty interesting. I mean, those ruby slippers, they say, are one of the most iconic.
And so the one pair is still missing. They never.
Yeah, they're missing one pair. Somebody broke into the museum in her birth town, Grand Rapids, Minnesota. Now, those are Grand Rapids, Michigan, but this is Grand Rapids, Minnesota. And somebody broke in, and the story is really weird because the back door alarm was disabled. The security camera was disabled. So everybody's like, it's an inside job, and it's an inside job. And they say each pair of those slippers is worth $3.5 million today. So, and there's one pair missing, and the statute of limitations has run out. So whoever has it, it's yours to keep.
Oh, I can come out now?
Yeah.
Yeah, so somebody has them.
If you're listening, just
but can't display them, can't share that fact.
Not until now. The statute of limitations has run out, so now they can display them, they can go sell them, they can do what they want. So
Really, those dirty rats.
Those dirty rats. No, but it's an interesting little town to grow up in. It's a little hard to pronounce. Oconomowoc, Wisconsin. It's about 20 minutes west of Milwaukee.
How long have you lived there?
Great place to raise kids. We've been here 25 years.
How did you find it?
I don't know.
We don't know how to say the word.
Yeah.
It's a good conversation. I think I've heard you talk about this probably 10 or 15 times. It's a good conversation starter, right?
Yeah, I mean, the town is very unique. It's you only have to know 5 letters. It's spelled Oconomowc. Just know 5 letters and put an O after each letter.
Right? The Hawaiian language. You only have 13 letters.
Yeah, there you go. But it's all Indian Native American communities here, like Oconomowoc, Waukesha, Menominee Falls. Those are the surrounding areas, the little towns around. So.
That's how you know when you've got somebody who's a foreigner, because nobody knows how to pronounce it. You have to go to almost like learning a foreign language. You have to go to school and teach them how to pronounce it.
Yeah, and that's in any part of the country too, especially in New England. It's ridiculous. But the story is that the Indians settled here because they were walking, and they said, "We can no more walk."
Oh, can no more walk.
We can no more walk. So Oconomowoc. That's how it came to be.
That's how it came to be. All right. So Steve, what have you been? I know you said Life didn't change a whole lot.
No,
You just
no, no, no,
shifted.
no. You know, what I get to do for a living is amazing, you guys, because I get to work with self-motivated, positive people that want to make a change in their life. That's what I get to do 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And it's fun. It's fun to help people go from point A to point B. It's fun to watch people grow. I'm doing an accountability group right now. We had some tears on it last night, which was fantastic. It's just fun when people are willing to share what's happening in their lives, and all that does is help them grow to become better. And that's my whole goal in life I learned this from John Maxwell, and it's like John Maxwell always teaches that, guys, you don't have to be great today. Just be better than you were yesterday. You don't have to be great today. Just be better than you were yesterday. So always try to improve on whatever you're doing. I don't care if you bag groceries at a grocery store. Just be the best bagger you can possibly be. Just grow every single day. And so that's what I've been doing for the last 30 years. Lately, my daughter got married, and my daughter Emily got married in Mexico on February 29th. So leap year wedding, which was a phenomenal event. We get back from that event, and 2 weeks later, we're all stuck at home. And my other daughter, Megan, my oldest daughter, she was supposed to get married on June 6th. So that did not happen.
Wait,
and
you were going to have 2 weddings in 1 year?
Yeah. So what within 6 months of each other, February and June. So not even 6 months.
Yeah.
So hopefully, I don't know if you guys have this running across the bottom of the screen, but I'm going to put my GoFundMe page down there. So if you guys can, that'd be great. So Megan changed her date to July 11th, and that's a go. So that's a go. So
where did she get married at?
She's getting married downtown Milwaukee. Well, actually, it's not downtown. She was going to get married at the University Club downtown, but Milwaukee, the city of Milwaukee, is not fully open yet. Milwaukee County's kind of open, but the city of Milwaukee, we've got a lot of COVID issues down there. And so she changed the location. It's 25 miles north of the city, and at a golf course now. But it's going to be beautiful. I told her, I said, Megan, I don't care if you do it in our backyard. It's not the setting, it's the people that come to help you celebrate. So everything is a go. She's excited. She's marrying she's an attorney. Her fiance is a cardiothoracic surgeon. So he does lung and heart transplants all day long.
Wow.
And he does he's already done his residency, and the last step of this is his fellowship. And that's a 3-year program at Baylor University in Houston. So they're moving to Houston right after the wedding. So Megan has moved in with us for a little while. Isn't that sweet?
He needs to plant a strawberry garden.
I think
Right? I love your book. Sometimes it is all about the money. What brought that?
Yeah, I was traveling the world and telling stories of what I've done in building my networking career. And a good friend of mine finally said, why don't you just put these stories in a book? Why don't you just put everything that you've done and put it in a book? And I said, okay. And that was really it. And the title of the book is, yes, sometimes it is about the money. And the book really isn't about that. It's the reason I titled it that was I grew up in a little town, a touristy town here in South Central Wisconsin. And the whole city is owned by like 5 people. Okay. There's 3,000 people that live there, but there's over 100,000 people every single day in the summertime. So it's a real touristy area. And my whole life, I was told that money's not everything. Money brings out the evil in people. It even says so there in the Bible. It's like, no, the love of money is the root of all evil, right? If you're a good person and you have money, you'll do good things. If you're a drunk and you have money, you'll upgrade your liquor. Okay, you are who you are. And so I decided to just throw all of those stories in this book. And really what it is anybody who's an entrepreneur, especially in the networking profession, this is what you're going to go through. This is exactly what you're going to go through building your business. You've got people that you think are going to be superstars that turn out to be just bums. They're not doing anything. And the person that you took their last $200 to get into this business, they turn out to be just rock stars. So you never know. And that's really what the book is about. It's about the what you're going to go through in building a business. And if you're persistent enough and you have that stick-to-itiveness enough, if you're just willing to just have the blinders on and stick with the system and believe in the system and have faith in the system, good things are going to happen. And that's really what the book is all
Why
about.
do you think people quit right before, they always say you always quit right before you're hit gold mine, right? You have one more hit and you're going to hit gold, but they quit.
Because you got this person on this little shoulder right here that is saying, listen, stop doing this. These people all you're going to do is get hurt. When somebody tells you no, that hurts. And then what if somebody actually tells you yes? Then what are you going to do? How are you going to work with that person? So you've always got that battle of your brain trying to protect you. And in this business and in life, you get rejected a hell of a lot more times than you get accepted. And a lot of people sit back and say, I don't like rejection and I don't want to ever deal with it. So what do? They work 2 weeks. They go to a 9-to-5 job for 40 years of their life, and they work 2 weeks, get paid, work 2 weeks, get paid, work 2 weeks, get paid. And then they do that for 50 weeks. And then they get 2 weeks off for good behavior, 2 weeks worth of vacation, and they do it again the next year. And people fall into that rut. They fall into that rut. And then they complain their entire lives that they're underpaid. They don't like what they do. And it's like, listen, life is a choice. Do something different. This is your life. Your life is very short on this planet. Make the decision to do something that you want to do, regardless of what other people say. So I think it's fear of what people think of them and that constant battle with themselves of trying to overcome that.
He's like, mic drop.
Yeah.
Boy, things just got serious there for a minute.
It was so passionate, right? And it was like, and then you like back in your seat and you're like, and I know this, and it's so funny how we get, well, even like you asked me, like Angel Wise, I'm like, I've just gotten familiar. Like I've gotten comfortable in this spot, in this chair. Right now I have to go and shift out of it. It's not like anything negative. Like it's just comfortable. It's just familiar. And people stay with what's familiar and breaking out of the norms and going against the grain a little bit, right? Even against the grain of themselves. Can definitely
and listen, I tell you, if you don't go against the grain, you're never going to get ahead. And I tell people all the time, when everybody's going this way, just have the guts to turn around and go this way, and you'll make millions. You'll make millions and you'll accomplish amazing things. Yeah. Just have the guts to do it.
So Steve, how do you want people to get in touch with you? What do you want? Do you want to go by the book? Is there something, a project or something you want to?
I mean, you can go to thesteveschultz.com, thesteveschultz.com. You can take a look, you can grab the book there. Private message me on Facebook or whatever, and I'm very accessible. And thesteveschultz.com. Go there and you can, all my contact information is there.
Awesome.
Or just call Vanessa. She's got my number.
I got your number.
Vanessa's just going to get everybody's information and send them. Okay, are you a good fit for him? Okay, I'm going to send you to Steve. Are you a good? Yeah, no. She is patiently waiting for her strawberries to grow.
I am. And that's all about, and that's all about what Steve was just talking about. There have been doubts. And
it's a strawberry grower.
Yeah, you can't grow strawberries. Are you really going to keep watering them?
You are wasting your time on this. Why don't you just go to Costco? Just go to Costco and buy. I mean, and seriously, Dee, that's
like that. No faith, trying to talk you out of your dream.
Right. Need that negativity in her life.
I do not need that. I do not need you trying to talk me out of my dreams, Steve.
But that's what I'm saying. That's the constant battle, because you sit back and go, this is so stupid. I come out here and I try to water these things. Yeah, they're green, they look good, but the rabbits are trying to get them. The snakes are trying to eat them. These bobcats that live in my neighborhood, because I live in California, I live in California and I have to worry about bobcats and mountain lions and earthquakes and gas prices at $5 a gallon. Sorry, V, I just got off on a California tangent there. But seriously,
fight about.
In your mind, and what most people will say is, it's easier if I just go to Costco.
Right.
And then there's no satisfaction in actually completing the project.
Becoming a strawberry grower.
Right.
Yeah.
And you're going to add that to your bio now.
Strawberry grower. Yeah. And wait until I get that strawberry. That first one is going to taste so good.
It's satisfaction You're gonna have just.
I
fun
might,
into
I
that.
might have to like slow-mo TikTok the whole experience.
I think you should. I think-
Seriously.
And send it
Taste
to
the
Steve.
satisfaction.
Yes. The sweet satisfaction of a
And send it to
strawberry.
Steve.
That's her next book. Tasting the
sweet
sweet satisfaction.
Strawberry. Yeah, seriously. So
Vanessa, how do you want folks to connect with you?
they can go to thebrandmuse.com, or I love to connect with people on social media. So I'm on Instagram. You can connect with me on Facebook, just direct message me. And I would love to connect with people.
Oh, I love it. Thank you guys
Fabulous.
so much for being on. Angel, what do you got going on this week, babe?
Oh goodness, girl, it is crazy. It is crazy. We are putting the final touches. We should have the graphics for the Connect Summit, so we can start promoting the Connect Summit coming up on June
We have
23rd.
12 amazing guests for June 23rd, or 12 amazing speakers for June 23rd on the Connect Summit. Who?
Brooke says, best Zoom ever this morning. So yes,
Hey, Brooke.
On?
she saw it. She texted me. So she's loving it.
Are we gonna announce our keynote speaker for the Connect? We didn't get confirmation yet. We may go live today or tomorrow and let you guys know who our keynote is. So we had Les Brown last time as our keynote speaker.
We did. I texted her yesterday afternoon. I haven't heard back actually. I forgot about that. So I'll get that. Yeah, we'll make sure we get that confirmed. So still waiting and wrapping up the final details of this Connect Summit. This afternoon, hosting a workshop on how to leverage a press release, how to write a press release to create media and publicity for you and your brand. We'll post the Eventbrite link for that. And then the Badass Women's Event Conference kicks off tomorrow morning. Both Tina and I are speakers on that great, big, fabulous event.
All of these little beautiful logos right there all came from one press release.
Nice.
Yeah, that was the screenshot when we were
And
Googling.
76 channels picked me up
Yeah,
from one press release.
that was one. Yeah, that was one press release. It was the second one we put out for her. It was awesome. It was dynamite. Yeah, it's been if you're not using press releases to connect with media, to create publicity, I will teach you everything that you need to know to put out an effective press release and how to leverage the credibility to tell your story to the media and to the masses. You can connect with me at makeyourbigimpact.com. That's makeyourbigimpact.com. You can download a complimentary media guide, plug into our private Facebook group, and let's get some publicity. Let's get the world to say, I've heard of you.
Yeah. So as she said, we are speaking on the Badass Women's event this weekend. I think you're tomorrow, right? I'm Saturday. How to turn connections into cash flow. I also have a free webinar tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern, how to turn connections into cash flow. You can get that. I'll put the Zoom link or the registration link below. But in the meantime, you can text the word connection to 26786 to get your free 7 ways to increase your cash flow right now. And I am Tina Torres, the client retention expert, where I teach you how to create loyal clients for a lifetime, turn those clients into raving fans, and increase your cash flow all at the same time. So we are Angel and Tina on the Angel and Tina Morning Show, where we come to you live every weekday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern. We will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.